Greg Tepper with Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention here in Houston. So why not bring in a celebrity here in the Houston area? Cornelius McFarland, the head coach of the Wheatley Wildcats. Wheatley Wildcats. How are things in Wildcat country?
First of all, it's a pleasure to be here.
Hey, Coach, we appreciate you. You are a busy man. You're shaking hands. You're out here. You're a celebrity walking around here. I appreciate you taking some time to hang out with us.
I appreciate you trying to boost my ego, but
how are things in Wildcat country?
It's going pretty good. We've had a pretty good, real good show of participation this summer. We're not that big in number. We probably round off at about 35 on varsity. So for the most part, we've had about 25 show up every day to workouts or what have you, speed and agility camp. And a lot of kids, some kids have to work this summer, to make a little school clothes money, but we understand.
And, I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't understand is the challenges that you face at a school like Wheatley that other schools don't even. It never crosses their mind that you've got when you say 35 kids coming out that have made it every day.
Yeah.
For some coaches, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, 35." For you, that's a great number for you.
It's a great number. Like I said, we round off about 35 on varsity, maybe 20 on JV. So the program every year maybe have about 65, but we don't too many times have a freshman team. How do
you go about that? What is the key to getting a kid and keeping him in the program and letting you coach him up and letting you have the opportunity to coach him up? What's the key to that?
It starts with the parents. A lot of times some of our schools get bad reputations for some strange reason, and which is horrible because our school is just as good as any other. I've graduated. We've had two athletes, two football players, 2 years in a row make valedictorian. They're going to. One is at Texas A&M right now. The other one is at the University of Houston this year. But we've had some very good kids, very good athletes come out of Houston. I had two kids last year, William Jackson and Xavier Howard. Both go rounds 1 and 2 in the NFL draft. And so it's been a wonderful opportunity. It's a blessed situation I'm in. I didn't grow up with everything myself, so I see a lot of myself in these kids, and this is what I enjoy doing.
Well, and I like talking to coaches like you because you get it, and that's not to say you're not out there trying to win every football game you play.
That's correct.
But at the same time, you also understand that your priority first and foremost is make sure these kids graduate, make sure these kids get a good education, and you're making a difference in the lives of these kids. And I feel like, we talk a lot about football, right? But football, for a guy like you, is a vehicle. It is a means to an end. It is not the end.
Yeah, I always stress is don't let football use them. Let them use football. And for the most part, I think they get it. Most of them get it. If you're just going to Wheatley just to coach, and you're not going to make it. Because it's a whole lot to come with it.
You're missing the point.
Yeah, exactly. These kids, some of our kids, you got to earn their trust. Some of them have been let down. Some of them come up, they're just different avenues. You'd be surprised. And I've heard a lot of situations. But the kids that we get out there that stick it all the way out through, they're willing to knock down a wall for you.
All right, let's talk 2017 Wheatley Wildcats.
All right.
When you look at your roster, you look at what do you think is going to be the strength of your team? What is the thing you're going to hang your hat on in 2017?
Our 7-on-7 team did really well this year. This summer they had. I think we lost one game, but we have a lot of 9th and 10th graders, and so we're relatively young, but I want to hang my hat on the line. Our inside play. I tell them you can't. You can throw the ball around and play catch all day with 7-on-7, but the game is won in the trenches. And I think this year we're going to be pretty strong in there.
The underwear football. That's what Coach once called it, underwear football to me. Now, I got to ask because we're here in Houston. We're in your neighborhood. We're in your neck of the woods.
Okay.
If I'm going out to dinner tonight, where do I gotta go? Because you're the man in the know. You're the one who can cook. So if I'm going to dinner tonight, where do I need to go to dinner?
It just depends on what kind of dinner you're trying to get.
I'm saying I want to eat like Cornelius McFarland. I want to eat good. Because listen, you are a man of taste.
Okay.
That much is true, right?
That's pretty.
You're not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste your time with a bad meal.
You're right.
You're not going to waste your time. So tell me and our producer Max where we're going to dinner tonight.
Well, if you want to stay in the city of Houston,
Okay.
You don't want to venture out to Pearland. I like barbecue.
My man.
I'm a barbecue person.
Okay.
I love
Max,
it.
are you taking notes? Okay, good. Thank you. Good. Max, taking notes.
I like barbecue. Killen's Barbecue in Pearland is great.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Killen's?
We've heard of it. We've considered making the trip.
Okay.
Considered.
Yeah. They're really good, but then you're traveling outside of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to stay in and just have a variety, Papados is a good mix. They just put up a new building right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good mix.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just be all out just eating up everything. I like Tex-Mex. I used to work at a Tex-Mex restaurant, so I know I'm real familiar with the food.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like Papacitos.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will stand up for Killen's.
Yes, I will.
Okay, he's standing up for Killen's. He's Cornelius McFarland of the Wheatley Wildcats. We're going to ruin a good interview by having you spin the wheel of questions.
Okay.
It's whatever you are contractually obligated to answer, whatever it lands on.
Oh my goodness.
It's spinning now.
What's going on?
Let's see where it's going to land.
Nothing crazy.
Let's see. Chickens and elephants.
What is
Coach, how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
that? How many chickens would it take?
How many
to kill
chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
I would say none. Chickens can't kill an elephant.
Oh, you think that like 10 million chickens could not kill an elephant? No.
No.
All right. He's on Team Elephant over here.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go to Killen's tonight, Max. Killen's tonight on the recommendation. So if we drop
That's
your
a good
name
call.
if
Yeah.
we drop your name at Killen's, we're gonna get
I don't know about that.
Cornelius McFarland of the Wheatley Wildcats. Coach, appreciate your time, my
Hey,
friend.
thank you a whole lot for having me
Hey,
on.
absolutely.
It's a pleasure.